Oh. I don't see how we can make bigger enemies.
To be offended or frightened of everything.
So you've become like the sort of Tony Scarface of podcasting.
Welcome to the morning show. Filling in for Phil Balabanos is me, Pantelis. This is Pantelis Comedy YouTube channel. Welcome to all of those you who are watching this right now in your homes, in your cubicles, perhaps in your cell. I don't know what you did. I don't know what you're planning on doing. Patreon.com/Pantelis to sign up for exclusive content gets the first, like In Bed with Poseidon, which was live last night, but only for patrons. And for those of you who don't have the Patreon but still want to catch up on what Poseidon's doing, right after this show, actually, at 1 p.m. today on this YouTube channel, you'll see what he was up to 2 weeks ago. Or a week ago, I don't know. It's a late episode. You get them late. Yeah. On YouTube, they get the in-beds late. Let me welcome our news correspondent, clearly bought and paid for by Huai, that Chinese company. It's Jiggity Jiggity, host of Just As Dad's, host of the Backstage podcast, George Chan Drizos.
What's going on?
Hello, George. Hello, George.
Hello.
Have you been paid by your overlords at Huai?
Every day they send in. It's direct deposit.
I thought it was a Huawei.
Huai.
It's all about those residuals. How's it going, guys?
I'm good. I'm a little under the weather.
Why?
Sinuses. I've been congested all week.
Me too, dude.
And because I'm congested, I have trouble sleeping. So then I'm tired in the morning, and it's a vicious cycle.
I get it. See, I went to the spa.
Yeah. You went to the spa?
I went to the spa. I did like a eucalyptus treatment.
Nice.
Yeah. We should say right off the bat, he did not have an appointment, nor was the eucalyptus treatment part of what that spa offers. He went in there, took what he wanted when he wanted, and walked out with police intervention.
But it cleared my sinuses like crazy, George. It's like
I need a sinus clearing thing.
Yeah, it's a bro.
Eucalyptus is the best. They sell them if you go into one of those natural product stores or whatever. They have like little bottles of eucalyptus. You put it on a Kleenex and you can just put it on the tip of your nose inside and just breathe that.
No, but this was a sauna with eucalyptus, bro.
Yeah, is that the one in Old Port?
No. It's west of downtown Montreal.
Yeah, there's one.
East.
When I used
Did you
to
say
go
eucalyptus, or did you walk in there and say you could lick this, and then there was
both. I want my sinuses emptied and my balls.
The congestion is something that happens every year, man. I think we fall into that trap where we see the sun come out, we think, all right, winter is over, let's go, and you bring out all the summer gear and you walk out with a little hoodie, and that's the most dangerous thing. I think March, April is where the tricky part is. Yeah,
I gotta take something to clear my sinuses so that I can breathe better. Also, Poseidon frustrated me because he convinced me to purchase a game called Elden Ring, and it's I asked him, he needs to give me my $92 back.
Okay, look.
$92? Is that what games go for?
Yeah,
with taxes. Fuck. Look, it is a 10 out of 10 game. It is a masterpiece. You just have to, bro. You have to grind in the beginning. It's difficult in the beginning. You got to get your level really high.
How do you guys have time to do this shit? Like, I don't understand. Like, this is what PlayStation.
Well, it works like this. The time we would normally take to have sex We play video games.
I've never had sex with that man.
No. That's not what I meant.
Don't listen to him, George. And George, you're saying stupid things about the time thing because you're the one who messaged me yesterday. You're like, "What are you doing, bro? Are you doing any comedy tonight? I'm gonna come check you out, bro. You have a family, but if you have the time to come from the South Shore to the Montreal just to watch the me, you got time to play a fucking video game, boy.
No, man. I would rather be...
You would rather, but it doesn't mean you don't have the time. You have the time. You answered your own question.
Yeah, the time is there. The time is there. I don't know. I just
Time is
figured that
now.
I
you
refuse
guys
to
just
play your
wake up
liberal
and
mind
play-
games.
I assume that you guys just wake up and just play games. Fuck, I don't know how that shit works.
Is that what you assume? Yeah. That's my life. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the busiest person out of all of us.
But and you're always accompanied by Poseidon, which is why I'm wondering when the hell do you guys have time to actually sit and play games?
At night, bro.
Okay,
Yeah, we're men. We make time.
cool.
Yeah. You know, like I said, at night, you know how you were going to leave your home to go traverse the mean streets of Montreal?
Yeah.
Well, in the middle of the night while you're driving home for that half hour, I could play a game.
Yeah, but I would come and see you, and assuming Poseidon would be with you, so you wouldn't be playing games.
I wouldn't be playing while I'm performing. But that half hour that you need to take to get home, or that half hour that you need to come to Montreal and go back that hour, I can use that hour because I'm already in the city.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you disciplined enough for that shit? Like you actually play for half an hour and then turn it off, or you're going through this fucking rabbit hole and you're playing games for 5 hours straight?
No, I don't have 5 hours straight. It doesn't exist.
I never do this except this game.
I don't have, like, it's impossible. My schedule doesn't permit me to have 5 hours straight, George.
Yeah. But this game, I got a little bit addicted in the beginning when it came out, and I would play until 5 in the morning, which was problematic.
But he also has more time than I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he can. I mean, as long as it doesn't get in the way of the shit he does, I don't care.
Yeah.
Point is, he wasted my money, though. It's very, very hard.
It's different. But look, you got to level up your health.
You told me I'm going to be able to do magic spells and shoot Kamehameha magic. I can't do it. I can't even shoot. I don't even have any ranged attacks. I have to run up to everyone and slash them. I want a ranged attack. I want to be able to fight from a distance at some point.
Why didn't you pick a magician?
What? There was no magician. There was the closest thing was an astrologer. Like, I'm going to go there and tell everyone their fortune. Bro, I don't have time for that shit.
But he's the magician. He's the
Well,
one
that's not what they said. They said there's an astrologer. I wasn't
the one
taking
that casts
chances.
spells. Or you could pick the
I thought it was a
samurai.
test. It's like astrologer. I go, pfft, I'm straight, bro.
Or you could have picked the samurai. He has a bow and arrow.
I saw the samurai. I didn't know he had a bow and arrow, but I thought of taking the samurai, but then I thought it was getting too racial. Like, it doesn't make any sense. There's all kinds of other stuff, and then a random samurai. How come there's no hoplite? Doesn't make any sense. The samurai thrown in there doesn't make any sense.
Well,
It's different. It's different parts of myth. You know, and it's not even a myth. The samurai is real. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't fit there. It's like just having a random marine. It doesn't make sense.
it's from the lands of Reed.
No, it's from the lands of Japan. That's where a samurai comes from.
No, I know, but in the
Everyone's English, white. I met a witch.
game, yeah,
I met a witch, George.
you have a horse with horns.
She's just hanging out there. She's like, "Come here, traveler."
Is this the in game right now?
This is the end game right now. That's why I got it. It was in every fucking YouTube story I was scrolling through. They just kept showing me videos of this. Like, the universe wanted me to buy this game so that I could hate myself.
No, but look,
And then I summoned him to help me. Fucking guy's useless.
what are you talking about? I killed a giant horsey.
You killed one giant horse. Don't say horsey. One giant horse. And then you proceeded to get murdered all the time. You got murked repeatedly. And then I wasted all of my summon. I can't summon you anymore.
that's 'cause-
I don't have any more money to buy a thing to summon people.
That's 'cause
How am I going to get money, bro? They won't even let me get a job. I don't have a passport. There's a lot of problems.
Look, I'm level 158 and you're level 11. So
Thank
to
you.
make the game, to make it fair, because bro, I would basically one shot everyone.
That's
in
what I
your-
want.
in
That's
your
why I
row.
brought you in.
Yeah,
I even I let him loose. I let him go kill a giant on a horse, and I just stayed in a church waiting.
Yeah.
I have a photo of me waving at him.
So it brings me down to like stats wise, like you're
Brings you down to my level. What are you trying to say?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what you guys spoke about on Wednesday. I'm assuming that you probably addressed the whole Chappelle thing on
yeah.
stage.
Of course, of
I
course.
addressed it last night.
Yes, that the gay activist got what he had coming to him.
Yeah, I mean, not that anyone didn't foresee this happening after the whole Will Smith incident. I don't know if there's anything related. I don't know if the guy thought, oh well, if Will Smith can do it, so can I.
I think he was just trying to promote his rap.
Yeah, his trap.
Oh, he's a
album.
rapper.
Yeah.
He's a trapper. He does trap music.
But and yeah, we don't have to go into that shit. But I think Joe Rogan tweeted it or whatever that the district attorney in LA won't be pressing charges, which for me
It's absurd.
is the most amazing thing. Like I don't understand.
Oh, I understand.
How
There was
justice
video
works.
evidence of a black man getting assaulted while performing his art, which means no, that's cool. That's not a problem. What he's that's all right. If it was Jim Gaffigan, charges would be fucking never dropped. That guy would have been in jail right now. That guy would have been on Rikers Island. He would have been at Alcatraz.
How crazy is that? What was the excuse that they had insufficient evidence to conclude?
There's video evidence.
I know that. So what's the problem?
I don't know. You tell me. I saw it and I was shocked. I was very upset. Is it open season? Is it open season on comedians? If they got a lot of melanin? Is that the case?
Do you feel that your audience is angry sometimes to that level?
My
Like,
audience?
I've
Bro, my
never-
audience is fucked in the head, bro. If somebody jumps on stage, my audience is going to beat them up, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
It'll be the dumbest, the worst show, bro, to do that in.
It's so true. But I think it was a publicity stunt so he can
Promote the album.
promote the album. Yeah.
But all he did is, I don't think he's going to pop off. The only thing that popped off was his shoulder, bro.
His
I
arm.
saw that picture. That was disgusting. Was it the shoulder or the elbow? It
I don't
looked
give
like
a bro. It was his elbow.
It
Went
was his
backwards.
arm, bro.
That's what happens, bro. Bro, you attack Dave Chappelle. That's the funny thing. You attack Dave Chappelle, and then you get beat up by Busta Rhymes and Django.
Did you
Oh,
see
they're
how
the ones-
swollen
they're
his
the
head
ones
was?
that beat him up.
Yeah, imagine people not believing you later. Attack Chappelle. Oh, Dave Chappelle. Yeah, okay. And then Electro beat the shit out of me and Busta Rhymes kicked me in the head. Yeah, oh, this guy's on fucking meth.
But in his album, by the way, that he released 2 years ago, he even has a song called Dave Chappelle, and apparently he mentions in the song how upset he was at the fact that how he does jokes, like who the fuck does he think he is, like some along those lines. I'm paraphrasing here.
Yeah.
So
But it's assault. It's 100%
100%.
assault. I don't understand why they're.
The other thing I don't understand, for such a huge venue, for such a huge event that was taking place, where the fuck was security? Like you would imagine there'd be security pretty much everywhere.
What do you mean?
How
does the guy get to run on stage?
Well, they
like
grabbed him late.
King Nasty seems a little bit like his panties are ruffled. In
How
the
come?
chat. He goes, they explicitly said in the article they will charge him to the full extent.
No, they won't. That's not the full extent. The full extent would be if it was assault.
Yeah.
But they're not charging with assault. They're saying it's a misdemeanor.
Yeah, they're saying it's
So
a
that's not the
misdemeanor.
full extent of the law. The full extent of the law in some places is the death penalty. Him having a misdemeanor is not the full extent of the law, especially when there's video of him committing assault. It's not a he said, she said.
No.
Go back to bed, King.
And then he says fake
Yeah.
news on this channel, shaking my head. So
Well, if he would stop writing fake news in the fucking... He literally fake newsed himself. He wrote the full extent of the law, and then right after, he's like, but it's a misdemeanor. That's not the full extent of the law. The law goes way further than the misdemeanors.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I would say even with that, he was carrying a knife gun on him. I would say even with
Is that true? I thought that was fake.
No, that's true. He had a
A knife that's shaped like a gun or whatever.
He had a knife, so he thought to himself, "How am I gonna disguise this knife, walking into so nobody notices it's a knife,
Yeah.
as a gun," which is a big brain move right there. So basically, yeah, I would say assault with a deadly weapon. It was plastic. The knife was plastic, but you could still there's
No, it's not a deadly weapon if it's plastic.
or like ceramic.
But it's assault. It's 100%
It was
assault.
something that the metal detectors can't detect.
It's assault. Yeah, and he tried to sneak it in. So and he did sneak it in
yeah.
successfully.
So you have intent right there.
But it's 100%. He even wrote a song called Dave Chappelle before that. He had dropped it, and now he took it off the internet. Because I guess his lawyer said, yeah bro, his lawyer's like, yo, dude, that like literally shows your intentions. Like this was premeditated. But yeah, it's fucking crazy, bro. This is nothing.
Yeah.
Are you fucked, bro? Now you're gonna set that precedent that you could just jump on stage, attack him, have a knife gun or whatever.
And there were no consequences.
No consequences.
Yeah, that's insane.
A
bro.
misdemeanor.
That's insane.
Yeah, people go to jail for avoiding their taxes,
Yeah.
which doesn't hurt anyone.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, it doesn't even hurt the government's pockets if you don't pay 10 grand in taxes, bro. They're not gonna feel that.
How do you get away with not paying 10 grand in taxes? Well, tell us your tell us your strategies. No, but it's just that's what's fucked up about it. Yeah, but if it's assault of an artist, it's fine. What if it was Doja Cat that got fucking speared? What if it was a woman? Would it be the same thing?
No.
You think it would be different?
100%.
Unless it falls on the same judge.
No, 100% it would be different, especially since they've labeled Dave Chappelle as like an anti-trans demon.
But it's so stupid that, I mean, he's even addressed it in one of his specials.
Yeah, he's not transphobic. He
No,
just
he had a-
talked
he had
about.
a-
He made jokes about trans people.
He had a good friend that was trans.
That doesn't matter. You can have a good friend and still be an asshole and not like people. It doesn't
Oh,
make a
like-
difference.
like
That's not
you,
why. The
like
whole
you.
point, like me, I'm friends with everyone. I hate everyone. But no, it's there. People are It's people who are fucking too sensitive. They think that if you make a joke about them, fuck it, you're like anti them. By that logic, think of the hour right now that I have. I'm anti Greek woman, black, white, politician, grocery store attendants,
You're anti-human.
anti-human, anti-dog, anti. Like I'd be anti everything if it's everything you make a joke about. You know, anti-Ukraine and anti-Russian,
Yeah.
anti-Hollywood. I'm kind of anti-Hollywood though. That's true.
Yeah, Hollywood's fucked.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah,
I understand why you're anti.
anti-journalism, pro-journalism. I'd be fucking anti-pro everything if you just take my hour out of context like that.
No.
Yeah, it's all bullshit, dude.
Pro genocide. Not a joke.
No, that's fine. I don't have it in my hour, but yeah, that's cool.
Oh, okay.
Some things need to happen.
Speaking of genocide, last
It's a good
week.
segue.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of genocide, last week the government of Canada actually recognized. There was a statement made in the House to the effect that the government of Canada recognizes that the Russian Federation is committing genocide in Ukraine, which is obviously the first.
I don't know if are they committing genocide?
Well, based on this is the tricky part about genocide. I mean, you cannot come out and claim that this is genocide. Genocide.
Well, you just said that our government did.
I know, but this is the tricky part because they did that, but at the same time they come out and say, well, look, at the end of the day, it's not up to us. It's for the right institutions to look into this and to determine if whether or not genocide has been committed. So then why do you come out and claim that you think that genocide is being committed? Like they're politicizing, obviously, the whole issue, right?
Well, they're politicians. That's all they do.
Yeah, so I mean, I never understood that. I mean, obviously, it's political pressure. I mean, the more governments you have coming out, calling you out on the actions that you're taking in the country, I guess maybe there's some sort of influence. I mean, it adds on to all the sanctions that are that Russia has been faced with. But yeah, genocide. I mean, it's not the countries that decide who's committing genocide, right? There are institutions. There's a whole process that has to go through that.
Well, I mean, yeah, if they're going out there and they're trying to wipe out every man, woman, and child, that would be
that's what I'm
genocide.
saying, yeah,
I know
based
that
on
that's not what's
experience-
happening right now, but still, in the war, they're all gonna.
Well,
They're gonna
there's
end
a
up
lot of
getting killed.
reports. I mean, there's the mass graves. Also, it's crazy what's coming out of.
So what's happening? Is there anyone negotiating for peace, or are we just like fuck it, let's let everyone
Well,
die?
the only country that has somewhat done something was Turkey. But I remember a couple of weeks ago they had kind
They
of.
said, "Let me give you pointers on genocide. Let me show you how it's done and denied."
Yeah, exactly. But a lot of the experts were saying that it wouldn't amount to anything, and they were right because nothing has happened, right? So I really don't know. I mean, most of the experts that I've spoken to are telling me that this is nothing. It's smoke and mirrors. These negotiations is just to give the impression that we're trying to move forward and that we're looking for solutions. But in the meantime, while all these are happening, the shelling is perpetuating.
Continuing. So no actual peace talks.
I mean, I mean, I don't know. I haven't been following on what exactly. The only country that has succeeded, not succeeded at all, but has moved a lot closer than any other country that has attempted is Turkey. They actually brought both sides together. They sat down. They exchanged. There was some documents and agreements that were given out,
Nice.
but nothing has happened. We're talking about weeks ago, right?
We
So
need the U.S. to step in.
the U.S. won't step in. I'll tell you why. Because they cannot supersede the European Union. This is in their territory. So, and this is where a lot of the experts are saying that.
Wait, well, that's absurd.
Yeah, well, that's what I think. I mean, this is, and of course, it contradicts.
Well,
every
what about
other-
Turkey? Turkey's not a European nation.
Well,
Why are they allowed to speak? They're not in
Well,
the EU and they're not European.
But they're not speaking. They're just intervening. They're
Oh, that's what I'm
mediating.
saying. The U.S. should intervene also.
Oh, okay. In that sense, I thought.
Yeah, no, go in there, not fight. I mean, go in there and be like, listen, doofuses, What's gonna happen? Just more people are gonna die.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be taken seriously enough. I mean, the U.S.
of
is
Biden,
kind of
fuck.
the face to NATO, right? And the whole issue based on what Russia is saying is that we don't want NATO expansion, and this is why we're actually attacking the Ukraine. Obviously, there's the whole fascist thing that they're claiming.
It's funny because I saw an article yesterday that wrote the opinion. The NATO may have been the reason why this happened. Like they may have forced Russia's hand. I was like, yeah, this is something we said months ago, and everybody's like, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. That's why I'm saying they can't just wipe their hands clean. Especially Biden, bro. This has been something that him, even before, for years, with his Biden laptop shit's coming out, for years they've been making money off the Ukrainians, and they've had their fucking side deals and promising random ass shit. They've been working on this for years, the Biden family and his homies. So take some responsibility for the people dying. I'm surprised no Ukrainians are yelling for that. Like, you fucking caused this. Come help us out.
Maybe they don't know. Maybe their propaganda machine is strong.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, they're like, China's behind us. I don't know what they're thinking.
Maybe.
Yeah, but it was actually the crackhead and his dad who's lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I was going to say it's interesting. It's not interesting at all. It's fascinating to see how the people are kind of starting to settle into the camps, right? I mean, Russia needs to get rid of needs to sell the oil that is now being blocked by Europe, and there's like an alliance being formed with India and China. There was a very prominent former Greek politician that I follow.
Russia needs to fuck off too at some point. Like this is like, dude, fuck. Russia needs to fuck off at some point too. Like, not every problem is gonna get solved by invading and attacking.
But exactly,
We're not in the fucking Middle Ages anymore.
Exactly. There's a very prominent politician that I follow in Greece, one of the smartest guys, and he said, "Listen, this is not ending anytime soon." I mean,
what's his name?
Evangelos Venizelos, a big fat name. Guy, used to be elected with a PASOK, one of the smartest constitutional lawyers.
The fat guy
in the world. Eh?
The guy that was attacked at a restaurant by protesters.
I don't know. He's no longer elected.
No, back in the day.
At some point, he was the leader of the PASOK party. Anyway, yeah, he's. I was reading one of his statements recently, and he said that this is clearly the beginning of a much longer conflict. If history has shown anything, I mean, we're probably going into like another similar version of a Cold War between the East and the West. There's divisions. He's the one that explained how with the imminent collaboration of China and India along with Russia, it could create a huge problem on an international level. I don't know, man. It's scary times. I don't know what to say.
They said they're basically committing genocide.
Yeah, we went through that. Poseidon, is that what you bring? I
brought up the fatalities. Total.
It's not genocide. It's not counted by fatalities.
Nobody's giving out the figures, even though
and it's not even counted by fatalities. Yeah, because it's like saying, let's say there's there's people who only 1,000 of them exist, right, left on the planet, and you're like, oh no, only 1,000 of them were killed. It's not a big deal. Well, but you killed all of them.
I get it. You're right.
Yeah, the one thing that is becoming more and more evident now is that this war isn't any longer. I mean, it's clear that they are targeting civilians, which is horrible, and it's being done out of spite, right? I'm not sure exactly what they're trying to prove, the Russians.
But that's why I'm saying the negotiating table. It's like, okay, what do you want? How do we get? Why is no one discussing? Like, what do you? I don't understand. You're not gonna be happy until what? Until everyone's dead. Like, what do you want?
Yeah, and again, this is not my opinion. I'm really not qualified to even comment on this. But based on the stuff that I read and that I listen to, a lot of the experts, a lot of the people that are experts in strategic studies and all that kind of stuff, they're thinking that Russia is just buying time. They want to have a concrete occupation of those territories in the eastern Ukraine, and then have more leeway on the negotiating table, which is something that they're struggling with. I mean, nobody was expecting this type of resistance from the Ukrainians.
I wonder if in history how they're going to view this in like 100, 200 years. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Because right before the war, the Ukrainians, Zelensky was like, yeah, those territories, they're a bunch of fucking Russian separatists, this and that. What are we going to do? And then the Russians are like, oh yeah? Okay, they're separatists, fine, let them separate. They're Russians, so we'll protect them. They're our people. They're like, no, they're not. No, they're not. It's like,
Yeah, but,
fuck, bro, what a dummy move.
Pantelis, having a portion of your population that is, and we know this very
Yeah.
well, right? Here in Quebec, it's not because you want to separate that necessarily. You got to get what you want, right? I mean, okay, you have
course not.
pro-Russian forces in eastern Ukraine. You have the separate forces in Spain. We have separatists here in Canada. Does that
Yeah, but
mean that
we're not.
because-
You're correlating different things. There's no military presence of a Quebec army here with checkpoints trying to fight people. It's not the same thing.
Okay, but
The Canada's not fighting every day to keep Quebec
I know,
in
but
line because of our troops that are kicking out Canadian soldiers. That's not happening here.
No, I know. I'm just saying that to your point that he was saying that there were separatists. And
No,
that
because at
gave-
first he's like they're
that-
trying to separate. He's like they're military, they have their own thing, and then
but that
they're like,
shouldn't-
all
that
right, fine, so
shouldn't-
let them separate.
Yeah, but that shouldn't give reason to Russia to come and say, oh well, there's pro-Russian separatists in Ukraine. That means that we got to go in there and liberate them. What the
They
fuck is
could.
that?
It's a stupid thing, but they could if they want. They want to liberate them if they're actually
But
fighting.
That was the whole argument. We
Yeah.
we spoke about this already in earlier episodes where they keep using that same old stupid excuse about protecting their minorities. It's been
But
used
yeah, but the difference is when other places, like let's say when Turkey did it in Cyprus and all that, there wasn't an actual force on the ground saying, yeah, we need that help. The only reason why this is different is because there's two spots that they've been saying for a long time, no, it should be Russian. Like, yeah, there's too many Russians. And it's like, okay, there's too many Russians. The Russians stepped in. He shouldn't have said that is what I'm saying. He shouldn't have said, yeah, they're trying to separate. There's this much of a movement. No smart political leader would say that. No one would open the door to that.
Yeah.
Because Quebec isn't saying, oh yeah, fucking Montreal, bro, it should separate. They're not Quebecers. They would never say, they would be like, no, this is all legitimate. This is all Quebec. We're all united. They would never say that. They would never. It doesn't make any sense.
Something's weird.
I really don't
It's just
know
a
how
dumb move. It's like you think you're gonna get sympathy from it, but instead you're just giving them a reason to be like, you see, they said it. They said it. Our people are being oppressed. They said it.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Why can't we call it out when it's dumb? I don't understand. I'm not saying it's right. Obviously, I'm against the war, but call out fucking dumb moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Nobody really knows what the outcome of this conflict is going to be and the damages that it will cause, and not just in that region, right? Across the world, and especially in Europe, who there are some countries now that have suffered tremendous losses, especially since the with the lack of energy. We're talking about Hungary, the Czech Republic, Romania, that are heavily dependent on these resources, right?
But there's a lot also China's pulling some kind of scam with their zero COVID policy. Have you seen that shit? With the shipping containers. They're not
No.
letting them leave. They're not letting them dock for a while now, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's
Yeah,
we
the-
have a
the-
whole supply
the-
chain
the-
issue.
I mean, if you take like a bird's eye view of the planet right now, there's a lot of fucking shit happening in a lot of places. It's ridiculous. There's like almost no stability anywhere. Like even in the U.S. I mean, look at like this fucking whole woke movement. I mean, we're not going to compare that to the conflict in Ukraine and Russia. Obviously, we're not fucking stupid. But socially, things aren't really that stable in the U.S. either.
No, people are pissed, yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, they don't have a strong leader. That's another problem.
yeah.
When it's times of war, like right now, like everything's tense, you need someone that can count, knows where he is. Yeah, there's a big fucking problem. It's true. There's no confidence in the White House.
Nah.
Bro, the guy shook hands with the air. You remember that shit? Because no one was around him.
I mean, John Cena.
Yeah. He shook hands with the air. He fucking walked into a wall. He's for the guys.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
we shouldn't make fun of him though. We should feel bad.
This is
No,
this
I
is
do,
the
I
this is by the way, this is the largest, strongest, I would say, military force on the planet that's being led by this guy now.
But that's what happens. That's how every empire falls.
Like, it's insane. If you think about it, most expensive military and most advanced military on the planet is the United States of America, and it's being led by a 78-year-old senile man.
That's why we should have caps of age range.
I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced how much these guys actually lead the forces. I mean, the Joint
Yeah, like
Chiefs,
there's commanders, there's generals, but I mean,
understand.
there's a lot of influence. There's a lot of stuff coming from from the
Clintons.
actual experts, right?
No, I understand, George, but still technically, because he's the
He's the commander in chief.
yeah, commander in chief.
The head of state.
yeah. At the end of the day, he can do whatever the fuck he wants, but they never do.
No, I know, but still, it's
All he
they
wants
have-
is to eat some ice cream, bro.
yeah, and have black kids rub his hair. His
Yeah,
leg hair.
his leg hair, yeah.
While he eats ice cream.
Fuck, bro, this guy said some dumb shit.
Bro.
God damn. It is funny to think about North America, like the pinnacle. Everybody wanted to move here, like they're the best, and then both leaders are fucking clowns.
Bro, it's bad. Apparently, Trudeau said the F word.
He called someone a fag.
Yeah.
I saw that. No, not that F word. Yeah,
Oh, no,
apparently
he-
in the house.
What
he
other
said
F word?
Fuck or fucking something.
Oh,
Like
so what's the problem?
that.
I thought people said he said I thought
Yeah.
people online said he said fag.
I saw that somewhere, and then I tried to find a clip or something, and I couldn't find anything. So I'm not so sure how true.
Oh,
it is.
okay.
Oh, okay. If he
Oh,
said
so it was-
fuck, I don't care.
Okay,
I'm
so
not
it's
saying it
fake
didn't.
news.
Maybe it did, but
If he
I
called
saw
someone a
something.
fag, that would be interesting. That would be news.
That would be so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen here, listen here, fag.
Very,
Surprise,
very-
cock fags. He's like, what the
He's
fuck?
just speaking in a mirror.
Yeah, yeah. Stop being such a fag.
very quickly, this week, the director of the public health came out, Mr. Boileau, and he said that
Boileau.
on May 14th, masks will be gone in public spaces. They will only be kept in, for example, hospitals, and where else?
Brothels.
I don't remember where else. I think it was just health-related facilities. So yeah, obviously he kept a little leeway there, saying that if the cases do go up, obviously we're going to come back to that to the masks. So it's not indefinite.
But are masks even helping? Because aren't we the last people to have them in North America?
I think
And we had
are.
the most cases, and we were the most vaccinated. None of this makes any sense. No, if you look at it on paper, none of it. It makes sense if you realize that most of the stuff we were told was
Yeah.
complete
You know what
nonsense.
else- you know what
but it
else
doesn't
doesn't
make
make
sense if you go by what they promised us, by what they told us.
Look, the other thing that doesn't make sense, and we've spoken about this in other episodes. People now, over the last 2 years, have gotten accustomed to, wearing the mask, being fearful of others. Someone coughs or sneezes automatically, it's fucking COVID, stay away. Like we've created this weird distance from fucking people. And I told you guys this, like when they first started talking about removing the mask, my wife told me, I'm not so sure if I want to. I think I'll still keep wearing it, like in grocery stores. I don't know what the people have next to me. And it's not that my wife is fearful. It's just
Well, it is that she literally just described that she is fearful. She goes, I don't know what they
Yeah,
have
but,
next to
like,
me.
She's kind of still in that phase where it's like, fuck, I don't know. And we're all kind of in that little,
It used to just be called racism. You know that, George, right? People used to be like, ugh, Italians.
no.
And they used to put masks on. Now we're just using the guise of illness.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's racism, but it's just that we got somewhat accustomed to this way of life where, we're afraid of getting sick. Or I don't know what it is that we're afraid of. I don't know. Maybe we're much more aware of
So
stuff that we weren't
Blankers
before.
wrote
Like,
something.
for example,
Blankers
the
wrote
Purell-
something
the
here.
Purell, in the grocery.
Can you hear us?
grocery stores and all
Can
that.
George hear us?
Yeah,
I
you can
wouldn't
hear
mind
us.
keeping that. I wouldn't mind keeping it.
Mute
You
him.
have people grabbing fruits and shit with their
You
hands. You
serious?
don't know where those hands have been.
Yeah, so Blankers let us know. Blankers, that you were lying, sir. He did not say fuck. The party says Trudeau uttered a 6-letter F word.
Ah,
Find me a 6-letter F word.
faggot.
All right, let him back in.
Okay.
Go ahead, George.
Yeah. Is that what they said?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
the party made a statement and said he said a 6-letter F
A
word?
6-letter F word. Maybe.
Okay.
Do we have video of this?
No, I tried to find
Oh,
something.
maybe he said fucker.
He
He may have said fucker.
oh
Maybe.
Fucker. Ah,
He
6
could have said fucker.
letters.
Yeah, I think it's more likely that he said fucker. He doesn't seem like the type of dude that would be yelling faggot.
No, I don't think
Yeah.
he did that. But,
In my professional opinion, looking at him, he doesn't seem like that's in his vernacular. But fucker seems like, like that spoiled white kid. Fucker, this fucker. That's what it seems like. His fucker cut me off. His fucker. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
that
think
makes
he
more
may have
sense.
said fucker.
But although it is
First time-
funny,
it's not the first time that Justin Trudeau loses control in the House. I remember when the Liberals were in opposition, and he was still a newly elected MP, and he was like deep in opposition, like he was like fucking the dark backs what do you call it, backbench. At some point, it was Stephen Harper that was the prime minister, and I can't remember what the situation was or what the question was, and you have Stephen Harper answering, and then I'm watching this on TV. And you fucking hear someone yelling in the background. I'm like, oh shit, are there demonstrators? What's happening?
It was Trudeau?
And it was fucking Justin Trudeau yelling from the corner where they had shoved him back in. And he was like, "You're a fucking liar, fucker!" And like
You're a liar, you fucker. You're such a fucking liar.
And he had to apologize after, and it was like, dude, what the fuck?
Why were you yelling, fucker? He got me so upset. I'm in the back there, and I didn't like the things he was saying about the economy. Everybody knows these books, they balance themselves. This is crazy. I can't count.
I think he.
what was that?
He's like a cartoon character. That's how he leaves.
I don't know if it was the F word. I think he probably said you're full of shit, Harper, or something like that.
No, but now I'm sure he said fucker. There's no. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. We would have heard about it if it was fag. We would have heard about it for sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he just said fucker.
Guys, those microphones pick up everything. Last week, actually, at the National Assembly of Quebec, you had Pierre Arcan, who was the MNA in.
Oh, maybe he was doing a meme. He's like fucker right in the pussy.
No, but even in Quebec, last week you had Pierre Arcan that got up to ask a question to the government. Pierre Arcan is the guy that gets elected in TMR.
Is this Paul Arcan's brother?
Paul Arcan's brother.
I'm all for him.
He was the interim leader of the party during the leadership race. So he gets up to ask a question, and they picked up from Legault's microphone. He's like, "Coudon, là, il est pas mort, lui."
This guy dead yet?
This guy dead yet?
Wait, how old is he?
Pierre Arcan must be probably late 60s, early 70s.
He's not old.
Around there. It's not old. I mean, he fucking looks like a dinosaur, but. I mean, what are you doing, man? Like this,
what a
it's so
face
fucking
this
mean.
guy.
Why would you say something like that? He had to fucking apologize after, and come on, man.
How did he
goes, "Oh,
apologize?
it's a
Hey,
joke."
listen, don't
That's a
listen to
stupid
me.
joke.
It's a joke. I make out with my sisters. See, it's not. Don't take me too serious, huh?
He's not even
My
that old though.
If it's Paul Arcan's brother, I support him. I like Paul Arcan.
Paul Arcan is the most notorious fucking guy in media we have. I love that guy.
Yeah,
I love
he
him
feels
and
like
hate
the
him.
last real professional in the entire province.
I
He
used
feels
to
like the
hate him
last professional broadcaster.
Yeah, I used to hate him when I worked in politics, and I love him now. Like, I mean, that's the only radio station that I listen to. And for those interested, he has the morning show on 98.5.
Yeah, I feel like he's respectable.
He
Everyone else is a
the
clown.
most-
This guy's still old school respectable.
Honest to God, I think, and I listen to a lot of fucking news and to a lot of journalists. In my opinion, he's by far the most objective guy out there.
Yeah.
He's gonna fucking nail it into you if I don't know, man. I love him for that, but he's tough. He's a fucking tough interviewer.
That's why I like about him. Like I said, he's the
Yeah.
last real Quebec out of all of Canada. It's not on.
and he's not
Quebec has the
rude.
last professional broadcaster. It's Paul Arcan.
Because you had a couple tough interviewers out in Quebec City in Radio X, but they were rude, man. They were like
Yeah, I don't like the rule. It's not like, hey, bitch, what are you gonna do about the economy? No, I prefer like, no, hold on, just don't avoid the question because it's a serious one. People are wondering. You publicly said you can't count because you have some type of disease. What are we gonna do about this budget? Like that, I prefer that. I don't want, hey, dummy, Mr. 1 2 = 8. What happened? Like I don't like that. I want you just to be serious as a journalist. Yeah. But
he's
answer the
great.
question. Don't let him fucking avoid that shit.
Weasel his way out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I mean, you go on his show, you're getting interviewed by him, you got to get prepared. I love when he interviews unions, especially when unions are on strike or they're negotiating with the government, and he gets them on his on his program. Oh my God.
He rips them.
Fuck it. Oh my goodness. Oh my
Subtly, he's like, so we're here with a bunch of communists. Let me.
God. Oh God. No, it's just tough questions, and it's it's questions that they can't answer. The guy has a lot of experience. He's seen a lot of stuff. He's great.
Yeah, I like him.
I mean, it's no surprise that he.
I like
keeps
his
winning
voice.
all-
He's great for the radio too. Like he has.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah.
Give credit where credit's due. The guy's solid.
Yeah. frustrating article this morning, or actually a couple days ago. An educator, a daycare educator, was found guilty of hitting 4 children in a daycare in Villeray.
Holy
Daycare
shit. First of all, that's right here. Second of all, what did those kids do?
I don't know what they did.
Am I the only one asking the real questions here?
Yeah.
No,
What
because
did they
I'll
do,
tell you why.
those
Because people are like,
nasty
does it
little-
matter? It does matter because the case is different. Did they, for example, what they did, if he's like, they were all black, then you're like, all right, this guy or this lady shouldn't be around any fucking, you get it?
should join
Or
the
if he
police
says,
force.
I don't know, I slipped, I hit one, he found the other ones, or if, I don't know, this kid calling me the N-word. Like, that's why I'm asking what happened, what led to it. There's a reason.
Look, it's obviously circumstances where the kids are, they're rowdy or whatever. But that's your job. Your job.
Okay,
is to
but
take
if
care of
that's it,
kids,
same
and-
thing. It's I just want to
and
know
they're
how
not-
far
they're
this
not-
goes.
And they're not little angels, right? So this, for everyone wondering, this is kids. It's the kids daycare. Kids, KIDZ. It's on Guizot
Oh,
Street
I've
in
seen
Villeray.
that.
This happened. Let me get the dates right over here. Yeah, this is in 2000.
Olga says they didn't want to take their nap. Olga, don't justify child beatings.
Who cares? Yeah. Okay. So what?
Who cares if they don't
What
want
they
to?
gonna- does that justify?
It's the Serbian
She
approach she's
smacked-
using.
She smacked 2 kids, so like slapped 2 kids,
shit.
and she pulled the hair of another 2 kids. And this all happened within
All
2
for the
months.
same reason.
No, different reasons, whatever,
So this wasn't at the same time. Because if it was the same, let's say if they ganged up on her and there was 4 kids against 1, maybe she's the victim.
Yeah, no. This
She
happened.
just
over the period
overpowered
of-
her attackers.
It was between November and December of 2020, and it's 4 different cases from what at least
Okay.
4 cases that we know that have been documented because her colleague filmed her. So all this is on video.
Oh goddamn!
Yeah, she was fired last December. Like I guess her colleague gave it to the director. She
Oh, she slapped these kids in front of the colleagues? But she has balls.
Oh,
I don't know I don't know if she was filming her in secret or I don't know what the hell was. I haven't seen those videos, but apparently there is video.
With some
and
kid had a cell phone.
What's this lady's name?
she's an Arab woman, Nasira El.
Oh, that
Oh,
makes
why
sense
didn't you
now.
start with that, you
Yeah,
bigot?
Seriously.
Oh, all right. Now I get it. All right, she was sharing her culture with the kids. That's cool. That's cool. These kids gotta learn. There are other cultures out there. Bunch of little racists. All right. Change of plans, George. All right, she's a victim. How much is a settlement? How much is she getting for getting unjustifiably fired for expressing her cultural norms?
Oh man. The judge actually wants to have her detained. She wants to have une peine de détention. So this is serious. I mean, I never thought that this could happen. I mean, you can get jail time for smacking toddlers.
Not if you don't get caught, bro.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said before that we know.
But you can get, you're saying you can get jail time for slapping toddlers. Like, that was cool. You could get jail time for slapping anyone. It's assault.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Her, I think it's just worse because people trusted their kids with her. So there's something there too. I'm pretty sure they could get a refund.
100%. Yeah.
No, but see, again, and I bring up these stories because obviously I'm a parent, and there's probably parents listening to this. It's fucking incredible to think that you're sending your kids in to responsible people that are going to look after your kids, and they're fucking hitting them. Like,
But you know that
I
you're
don't
going to
know
fall
how-
on the parents and
I
who are
don't
going to be
know
like,
how. Like, if I
what's the
was a
problem?
parent, I was one of
You're
those
going to
kids'
fall on the
parents,
parent that's
I
like,
don't know if I'd be
yeah, they're
able to
noisy.
keep my composure. I swear to God, guys, I really don't know if I'd be able to keep my cool. I don't know. I don't know how you guys would react if your kid, if the
somebody
director
else
called
put
you in and said, "Listen, we had a situation. We fired the teacher,
yeah.
but this teacher smacked your kids twice between November and December."
First question, what did they do?
Who, the kid or the teacher?
The kid. That's my first question. I got to get all the facts of the story, then proceed to smack the teacher. But first, I got to know what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if the teacher says, I don't know, your fucking kid grabbed a pen and tried to stab another one, slapped him, I'd be like, look, I'm sorry the other kid had to go through this. Good job slapping the kid. I'd fucking smack him too. But if he says, the teacher's like, I don't know, your kid didn't want to take a nap and I slapped him, then I'm going to kill that teacher.
Yep. 100%.
I don't know. What if the kids do? Because that's what I'm saying. I'm not justifying it, but let's objectively, we're all acting like there's never a scenario where there's gonna be a kid that you got to fight with. Some kid's fucking coming at me with a knife. I'm kicking that little shit in the head. I'm telling you, what are you gonna do? Be like, stab me because you're a child? No, bro. I believe in equality. Yeah.
Or just close.
What
the door.
is it? The 60s? The 70s?
Or just close the door on him.
Yeah, close the door on him. That kind of stuff.
You know? But I really want to find the video where she's smacking children, bro. I don't know why. I feel like that would be so
they're ever
funny.
gonna make that public there.
It'd be funny if the parent, like, 'cause they just call like the wrong parents, like she smacked your kid. Good.
I've had enough.
I had enough of this shit.
This kid keeps threatening me of calling child services on me.
This is funny.
Or if a
Child
parent had
abuse.
an agreement with a teacher, like, listen, if
Yo.
just slap him for me. Don't worry about it. It's
Me
fine,
and,
it's all
me
good.
and the kid got into an argument about
deserve
dinosaurs. He said the Triceratops was the coolest dinosaur. You kid's a fucking idiot. I had to smack him. No, it's fucked up that you trust your kids with. The whole school board is fucked up if you think about it, because you trust strangers with your children every day. You don't know if they're gonna get hit, molested, misinformed. They're gonna put fucking weird knowledge in their head. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen. It's
Look,
you're rolling the dice.
Yeah. Look, and this is not an excuse I'm giving here, but there's definitely a cultural aspect to this. And you didn't have this teacher Pantelis because you were younger, but in our elementary school, there was an older teacher that was there who used to beat the fucking kids.
Yeah.
And you probably heard of him. He's no longer alive. Anyway.
Yeah. He was a priest too, or his brother was a priest, some shit.
His brother is still a priest.
Yeah.
Then
He was my sister's. I know, because he was my sister's teacher. That's how I know.
Your sister. Your sister was in my class. She got beaten by this guy.
I know, bro. My sister used to get beatings from everyone, bro. My mom. At that age group, you were never safe.
And
You go to school, you get the shit kicked out of you. You go home, you get beat up. You're never safe.
This
Yeah,
guy,
it was actually-
So
and it
this
was
was the
very-
mentality. This was the culture back then. Man. You went home and said the teacher smacked me. You would get beaten by your parents also.
Yeah, you'd be like, what did you do?
What the hell did you do? Here, let me correct it. So
I told him women should be allowed to vote. Like, that's what happens when you say stupid shit in class.
and this guy was teaching for years. You know, he had like a 30-year career in teaching or something like that, maybe more. And parents were okay with it. They were like, yeah, you got a beating because you deserved it, and no one ever made a fuss about it.
Yeah,
I remember even my generation, even up until us, it was way lighter, obviously. But like, I remember we had to put out our hands and we'd get smacked.
Dude,
by the
my
ruler.
mom in high school smacked me in front of my principal in high school.
Yeah.
She came to the school. She heard about all the fuckery that I was up to. She fucking smacked me right in the face. From my high school. You heard the smack across the whole hallway. An English teacher, Miss Vula, actually came out of her, she's the only one that came out of the class because my mom was fucking yelling. You could hear the whole floor.
Goddamn.
Oh
Yeah.
my
She's like, what's going on? And then she saw me. She's like, fucking idiot. She walked back in her classroom.
Yeah, I used to get smacked a lot too. My mother would get called a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Look, see, but bring that now to our generation, where my kid comes home and says the teacher smacked me. Obviously, I'm gonna ask what happened. Even if it's the kid's fault, you don't deserve to get smacked.
No. You don't deserve. Well, again, it depends. I know I'm going extremes, but if this kid's coming at you because they found a scissor or a knife and they're fucking laughing like crazy, you gotta kick that little fucker in the head, bro.
Yo.
Yeah.
We need more of you who's not trying to murder people and less of him who's trying to murder people.
but
That's
this
an
is
extreme
different,
case, but I'm
man.
just saying.
We're talking about kids. We're talking about kids getting hit because, they were talking or they were making noise or I
No,
don't know,
that's
man, like
stupid.
Stupid
Yeah.
things, man.
That always bothered me because that would happen in school too. Teachers would get mad about the dumbest shit in elementary. And it's like, fuck, you're just making everyone else stressed out and anxious.
Yeah.
And it's going to lead to more trouble. Like, they're
Yeah.
kids. They make, you know what I mean? They're going to make noise.
I never understood the whole going to the washroom thing. Like, no.
Yeah, isn't it crazy that we lived at a time where they wouldn't let you go to the washroom? And some kids, I remember a girl that pissed herself in class. I remember all that shit.
I would.
And her life was ruined because every time I think about her, like her face, I don't know what she looks like as an adult, but I remember what she looked like in
You
like
think of that incident.
I just think of her pissing herself. So she became fucking piss girl the rest of her life. She had to find new friends.
Because of a fucking shitty teacher.
Yeah.
But I remember in high school, I was like, bro, I'm tired of this shit. I would just, if the teacher wouldn't let me, I'd just get up and go to the bathroom.
No, but
In high school, that's when I changed. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
not. I wasn't really asking. That was just being courteous. I'm just
Yeah,
telling
exactly.
you, I'm going to take a shit. Like,
but at the same time, guys, if you put yourself from the in the teacher's position, and especially in elementary school where one kid sees a kid getting up going to the bathroom and they go, oh yeah, me too, oh yeah, like you're gonna have fucking 20 kids getting up going to the bathroom. Look, man, hold your fucking piss. The classes last maybe about an hour. We'll go when the class ends, and that's fine, So yeah, I don't see the problem in that, to be honest with you. In high school, I never understood it either. In high school, I just I don't get it.
Oh, by the way, send King Nasty a T-shirt. Get his info because we yelled at him in the beginning.
And we were wrong.
Well, we were very.
What?
We're always wrong. Yeah. So George, it's interesting that you bring that story up because it's right next door to us. It's very close. This kid's place.
Yeah. It's it's in Villeray, and I didn't see where I didn't get the story because it was in Villeray. I was reading it, and then it marks.
I don't think she doesn't like kids. I think it's literally she's like, well, that's what I was taught. Like, kid fucking acts up, you smack him. A lot of people that like.
The only question, the question that I have is, and again, I'm assuming now that this happened because there was video evidence, okay? But I don't think that was the first time that she did that. It was because in order for her colleague to say, "Fuck, I'm gonna film her," it means that she had seen probably other stuff happening before, right? And again, this is an assumption. I don't know how you can be prepared. Oh, she smacked me. Let me grab my phone. I mean, you're kind of prepared for it. You see her kind of get frustrated. The last time this happened, she hit the kid. So I'm sure.
It would have been so funny. The other teacher's like, I wanted to say something, but they were all gonna call me a racist. So I kept my mouth shut. I waited to get some video evidence because I guarantee you that shit would have happened.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So see, the point I'm trying to make is exactly that. It's like, why did anyone say something before? Because for sure something must have happened before. If you were prepared to take a video, it means that you've seen something before. Now,
yeah, or you have some explaining to do.
Did anyone?
You have a lot of explaining to do.
Yeah, did anyone call it out? And if they did call it out, what happened?
I just realized something. Maybe we're after the wrong person. Maybe the Arab lady isn't the problem. Maybe the person videotaping kids at the daycare is the problem.
Or what are you
doing with that camera in the bathroom? There's fucking that lady's just fucking smacking these kids.
Or maybe it was like working with my bestie.
Yeah.
And then she just starts smacking people, and she's like, "Oh my god."
Let's talk about the debate. Yesterday there was a debate. There's a Conservative Party leadership race.
Debatable.
It wasn't an official debate. This was organized by party members. And
these guys just love to party.
Hold on, let me just get the article.
I got a phone call from your boy Polyev.
Yeah?
Yeah.
From him directly?
Well, it was him, but it was an audio message they left on my answering machine.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Pierre Polyev.
Which is interesting strategy.
It's an interesting strategy.
I've never had.
Everyone is doing. They're called robocalls.
Yeah, robocalls.
Everyone does it. But I don't know. For anyone that didn't watch it, I mean, it's online. You can watch it and repeat.
He did go after your boy Charest pretty hard.
Basically, that's it.
He didn't have to. I feel like he still would have won either way, but I felt like he was trying to be like, you know what? I'm cutting this guy's legs from under him.
I think it was too much. He already is in the lead from what I'm reading. And I saw a poll right after the debate that had Charest winning. Now, was it because Charest was I've told you this before. As a debater, Charest for me is classed really up high. Was it that because he was really efficient as a debater, or was it because the other guy was fucking rambling on and acting like a child and just turned people off?
So I don't like what he did, but I also like what he did in one sense. I don't like what he did because like it was you didn't need to like just win the seat and then fucking move on from there. The only reason why I liked it, I was like, okay, it's nice to see that he's always like this, because if this guy does win and he's prime minister, that's what I want. I want someone who's gonna go in and clean fucking house. We need to cleanse the corruption. So. Yeah. I appreciate it, but the thing is, it wasn't necessary now because you didn't need it now. You would have still won.
I agree.
It was unnecessary.
Yeah, for those wondering, there was a segment there where they were talking, and Poilievre is asking Jean Charest how much money did Huawei pay him. Jean Charest, after he left politics, he became a private individual. He was hired as a consultant by a bunch of private firms for government relations. And obviously, if you have the money and you need the best guy to do government relations for you, Jean Charest is probably the right guy to go hire. And Huawei hired him. Obviously, he quit Huawei after that whole issue happening with the Michaels.
Yeah.
But
the Michaels, are the Michaels safe?
Yeah, they're back, of course. Yeah, they brought them back. So Poilievre was like, banging on that fucking nail. It's like, okay, how much money? How much? Tell us the money. Tell us the amount. Just the amount. Just the amount in figures, please. Like we've seen the clips in.
I know. I saw the clip. I think this morning when he's like, how much? How much? Just
Yeah,
tell us
how much?
a
How much?
number.
How
Just give us
much?
a figure. How much?
Like, dude,
So-
shut the fuck up, man. The guy's talking. Let him talk.
Well, no, but he didn't want to answer the question. But I get why he didn't want to answer the question because he's like, well, that's the money I made. It's none of your business. I get that. But I also do get the fact that he's like, you're aware that Huawei is fucking Chinese spies. Like, what's going on here? We're already bought and paid for by the Chinese. I want to know how much did you make? I get it, but it was unnecessary for this because no one, he's not in there anymore. We don't need, let's move past that.
Yeah, like he was a private citizen. He got a contract.
Yeah.
He worked. The guy had to feed his fucking family. And
Yeah,
Share's
yeah.
argument was awesome, I found, because he said, listen, I got a contract to work with a company that was allowed to work in Canada
Yeah. Before we
the
knew that they
Harper
were
government.
spies. Yeah, we didn't know.
by the Harper
very
government.
valid
Of
point.
course, yeah. Nobody knew. Everybody thought the same thing, bro. It's a new telecommunications giant. It's great. Same thing in the U.S. Everyone's like, bro, a new telecom. No one fucking knew.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Anyway,
actually very
Dude,
valid.
in the early 2000s, joke all you want. Nobody fucking knew how implemented the government, the Chinese government, was in all that shit.
Yeah,
We didn't know about TikTok until when Trump had figured it out. When someone told him, no one thought about that shit. I didn't
Yeah.
think about the government being involved in TikTok.
I mean, aside from that little heated exchange, and there was a few, but the other ones I found they were acceptable. I mean, it was part of the
yeah,
debate.
this was the
Fine.
only one that I was like, eh. It was.
Yeah,
it's
that was a
unnecessary.
bit like, oh, dude, man, you just fucking. But aside from that, it wasn't well organized. The people that were what do you call it, moderating?
Yeah.
I found them a little biased. At some point, they opened the debate because they had individual questions for each one, and then they would open it for 3-minute debate. And at some point, this other guy, Roman Baber, he was elected provincially in Ontario, and now he's running for the leadership race federally. So they gave the chance to everyone to kind of debate with each other, and that guy was left out. And at the end, they're like, "Okay, well, that's done for this segment." And the guy's like, "Excuse me, I didn't get the chance to."
Look, no one takes you serious, Babber. Just shut the fuck up. You're lucky to be on the stage.
No, but at some point, and the guy, the moderator, he's like, yeah, we're going to have more time. We're going to come back. And the guy kind of said, yeah, okay, well, look, let me just say this. He goes, I'm going to take my 30 seconds or whatever. And the guy.
He goes
the
off
moderator's
topic. He's like, the deal with these blacks is like, oh, God damn it.
And this is the first time I see this. The moderator, obviously, there's a personal relationship between them because they know they're all conservatives. And the guy's like, at some point, you hear the moderator, dude, chill, man. Chill, bro. Like,
No, that's the best.
yeah,
chill,
yeah.
bro.
Like, what just fucking
Bro,
happened?
chill. What are you doing?
Who says that?
Chill, homie. Chill. That's the best.
So anyway, look, it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't at all informative in my opinion. I think the better debates are going to be the ones that are organized by the media.
Bro, politics is just clown shit.
The media groups are going to address foreign affairs, and it's more structured. It's much more professional.
Can I tell you what I want? And it's a long shot. This is what I want. I want Poilievre to win, get elected as prime minister. He goes in. Now that everything's open to him, he fucking defunds the CBC. He goes after all the sketchy shit that happened these past couple of years, money laundering, all that stuff, puts these fucking people in jail, and then the last prime minister of Canada. We change up fucking political system and we go into a real fucking democracy, smaller representation, more closer to home, and everyone else can go fuck themselves. That's what I want.
But
I want the people that fucked us to pay for fucking us,
100%.
and then we go into a real democracy, not this fake thing that we have.
But how would that work? Wouldn't we still need like one person?
No. What is one person gonna do? You need valid representation for every, let's say, state, right? Like how we have a premier here, right?
Okay.
And then it goes smaller. Like let's say the mayor of Montreal has more power over Montreal than let's say the premier would. You get every
the
large
premier doesn't
grouped
live.
area.
Yeah.
Every large area should have autonomy. Because or else it doesn't make sense. Because let's say a guy in Quebec, let's say the premier of Quebec, or a guy who's just from Quebec and he becomes a prime minister, he has authority over Alberta, let's say Calgary. He doesn't know what the fuck the culture is there, what they need, what they do. He's just applying a blanket of what he thinks because it works in his place. Like Quebec, no one in the rest of Canada really understands what it's like living here. Like, I think some people speak French. They don't understand the culture, the nuances. They don't get it.
Yeah.
Not really, man. I disagree with you. I mean, there's people getting elected all across Canada, and yeah, you're right. The people getting elected in Quebec may not know the reality in Alberta, but they have colleagues getting elected out of Alberta.
But it's not a real colleague. They're colleagues because they're on the same. They're not. They don't work together. They don't know what it's like. The truth is, I don't know what it's like growing up and living in Alberta. I don't. And just like Albertans don't know what Quebec is like. They don't understand. And it's not a problem. There's nothing wrong with that. We need to accept that there's differences, and that's obviously a Quebecer in Quebec is going to understand how to govern and how to take care of Quebec better than some guy from Vancouver. It's not. I'm not saying it as an insult. It just makes more sense.
I know, but I don't understand what you're proposing because what you described is pretty much how it works. I mean,
No, it doesn't.
works.
Right now, we also have a governor general that's representative of the queen. That we
Okay,
don't have a
forget about
democracy.
that, man.
I would like.
We understand that that's
Yeah.
much more ceremonial than anything.
Exactly.
but
I
in
would no. It's
terms
not
of
ceremonial.
structure-
We say it's ceremonial, but they still have power. That's how we go through suspending
Yeah,
parliament.
but
We've been through this
will ne-
before. He brought up the articles. You and then you
Yeah,
had
but
to
it will-
shut up
yeah,
last
but
time. You were like, oh fuck.
It will never happen. What I'm trying to say is that, in terms of structure, it is designed to have separate jurisdictions. So you have your federal, provincial, and the municipal. So you have governments at different levels taking care of whatever the responsibilities are.
No, because
So-
for example, right now, let's say what the premier was doing here when he went above and beyond the law. We had no repercussion here. We had zero legal
For what
repercussion.
exactly? For what? For what?
We didn't vote anything that wasn't already in law that he put in. Let's say the curfew, the unscientific curfew that they just released, that press release of the information, which is all blacked out. Anyways, the curfew. We should have, since it was something that wasn't implemented. We weren't in war times. We should have had at least, even via internet, the ability as a democracy to vote on it, whether we agree with it or not. We
Yeah,
never
but that-
did.
yeah, but that's not- yeah,
He
but
didn't
that-
even
those
have to
things aren't
go
gonna-
through the proper political channels. He didn't even have to have the other politically elected people vote on it. He decided by decree to do it.
Yeah, exactly. See,
So this is unacceptable. That's not democracy.
It's unacceptable, but but the way that it's supposed to be is that representation in parliament should obviously vote to make these things, which is why we elect the representative.
But that's not what's happening.
And he didn't. He
So we
voted
need
on
to change
decree.
the
But in
political
order-
structure. We need to make sure that shit's illegal. And as soon as you try to usurp, as soon as you try to pull shit like that, you go directly to jail. No, for real. Our highest crime should be that's crazy. If you think about who has the right to take our democracy away, how the fuck does one person have the right to do that? He was never elected with those powers. How does one fucking person have the right? We should have zero tolerance for that.
Yeah.
Zero fucking tolerance for that type of shit.
I agree.
Well, look, he was elected to act on our behalf. The problem is that he wasn't elected with a majority of support.
But
So,
also act on our behalf based on what we know, right? Based on what's legal. Not act on our behalf like I'm gonna make stuff up that you haven't agreed to. It's good for you. It's on your behalf. How? You didn't ask me. This wasn't part of the this wasn't part of the curriculum. I didn't learn that you're allowed to fucking do this shit.
yeah. Well, it's not that he didn't ask you. It's that the person that you elected to talk on your behalf in parliament
Yeah.
didn't even get the chance to represent you.
No, but also what he did was not something that was. It's not something that was ever legal here. Legally, the curfew with our Charter of Rights and Freedoms doesn't go together. Doesn't fit. Neither does forced vaccination. None of that shit fits. And they still did it, which means somewhere there's a gap. There's a hole in our democracy. Forget the Governor General. Forget the Queen for a minute. Actually, what they did the last 2 years, whether you want to admit it or not, the truth is there's a huge gaping fucking hole in our democracy that people were allowed to do that. And then you were allowed to fire people at a time if they weren't getting vaccinated. Something that means that there's a gap somewhere. There's a huge gap that we need to fill. That's not democratic at all. There's a huge gap that we need to fill. And if we don't address it, if we pretend like, oh, it didn't happen and we want to hide it, we're never going to move forward. We need to address how the fuck that was even allowed to happen, how we accepted, how our journalists went out and said we need to do more against the unvaccinated time. All that shit should be super illegal in a modern civilized country. And yet we allowed it to happen. So whatever legal channels we use to make that happen and take away our rights, we have to fucking close that shit.
Yeah, there definitely needs to be an inquiry on how the situation was managed. And the French did that, right? And everyone was looking at the French bond and they're like, listen, how come in France, the parliament voted in favor of
The people?
of a public inquiry to look into the management of the pandemic, and we can't do that over here. What are we hiding? And it's not necessarily to punish the people that were there, because let's be honest, the people that were there had no clue what the fuck they were doing. But it's more on learning on how to manage situations like this better in the future. But I do agree with you that there needs to be an inquiry, and both provincially and federally, because let's not kid ourselves. There were hundreds of billions of dollars that were spent on managing this pandemic, and how were they spent, where they were spent, all that could be brought to question.
Yeah, there's been egregious crimes committed against us, George. But you've gotten to see politics here provincially. You've gotten to see them federally, like firsthand. You had to work in Greece. You've seen the politics in Europe. Where, from everything that you saw, where do you see us heading in terms of a political state in Canada, and where would you like to see us head? Like from everything you've seen, you saw France, you saw Greece, you saw like where would you like us to steer more towards, or maybe stay the course here? Like what in your mind, from everything you've seen around the world, what's the best political system that you've seen?
I think we have probably one of the best electoral systems. It's not perfect.
Well,
but
nothing's
it's much
perfect. Nothing's perfect.
Yeah, nothing's perfect. But there's like in Greece, when I was in Greece, they have a system that's based on proportional representation, which is a little bit more complex. The same thing in Italy and in other countries in Europe. Systems like that usually bring they elect a lot more people. So obviously your elected class is much bigger. Obviously, it costs more money. Now the argument they use over there is that it's more representative. My belief is that you have to find a fine line between representation and governance.
Right.
So the problem we have in a lot of European countries is because of the electoral system that they have, there's dozens of parties that get elected, which cause minority governments, and they always have to figure out coalitions, and it's not the best in terms of governance, right? I mean, if you're making a coalition government because you don't have enough people elected because the electoral system is made in such a way where you have, I don't know, 300 and some whatever number, like we'll take Greece, for example, they have, I think, 350 elected people for a population of 10 million people. Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Canada has 330 for a population of 30 million. I mean, exclude now the last couple of years, but there was a time where, you had to make coalitions, and coalitions are very weak in terms of governance. You cannot govern fully with a coalition government. So I love the system that we have over here, the first past the post system. You win, you lose. Tough luck, buddy. Better luck next time.
There's that, but my thing is how big the government is. Like proportionally, let's say in Montreal,
Yeah.
There's
But
too
no,
much.
an
There's
issue,
too much
especially,
government. I want smaller government because right now they just circle jerk each other. They waste our money. They decide. They kind of run like a junta. They're so big that they're not scared, but they should be scared.
It's so hard to change that, man. And that Quebec. Forget about Canada. Quebec is very like one province is very similar to Greece. And I remember when someone had done the analysis, like
105 elected
it's
officials in
huge.
Montreal.
That's crazy.
I remember back in 2007, 2008, Jean Charest was premier of Quebec, and he initiated this effort. Sorry. It was Philip Couillard in 2014 when we got in. He initiated this study to find out exactly what the number is of civil servants in Quebec. The reason for that was because prior to Philip Couillard in 2007, 2008, Jean Charest had passed a motion to replace 1 out of every 2 or 3 civil servants that would retire. The idea for that was to make it smaller, right? To eliminate that cost that we pay. And it took 7 years to get to 2014, and we still had no idea of what the number was. And it took, I remember it was Minister Martin Coiteux that did the exercise, and he came up with a figure that was, I think, over 850,000, something like that, let's say close to 1 million people. 1 out of 8 in Quebec works either as in a public, parapublic, or
Like Greece.
some branch. Guys, it's ridiculous.
That's absurd.
It is ridiculous. Did I say 1 out of 8? No, 1 out of 10.
Because Greece has a lot of that too.
It's crazy how big it is.
Dude,
So that obviously needs to change. And we have that culture here in Quebec where the state is huge. So yeah, it does need to change, and I agree with you.
So
The problem is that when you make these changes, they've entrenched themselves so much into the politics. I mean, look, one of the biggest things that got Couillard in trouble in 2018 was the fact that he reformed the health department. And I'm sure there's people in the chat room that are going to hate me for saying this, but he eliminated l'Agence de la Santé. Like, it was a huge reform to save billions of dollars. Everyone came out against him. Oh, we're losing jobs, blah, blah, blah. Yeah,
But they're fake jobs.
nah.
A lot of these are fake jobs. No, a lot of these are useless jobs. Like, if you work in the public sector, a lot of what you do is a fake job created
on
at some
paper-
point to justify them being elected and then saying we're going to create new, but they're fake jobs. And what I
know,
mean
but
by
on
fake
paper-
jobs is
on
that they're
paper,
not.
someone. Yeah,
Yeah.
on paper though, someone is going to lose his job. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're eliminating positions or if you're restructuring and there's departments that will no longer exist, somebody
But
is
if
not going to.
If we continue, but that person needs to find another job that makes sense, that
Well, that's the
should
thing.
exist.
At the same-
Because
at
if
the
we
same time-
continue, here's the problem: if we continue like this long term, many people are going to lose their livelihoods because the system's going to collapse because it doesn't make sense. I can't, just because let's say I get $10 million, I can't hire 9 people to sit where Poseidon sits just to be like, I created jobs. What are they doing? 8 of them aren't doing anything, but they're employed. I can't do that, or else the business is going to fall. So a private business would never do that. But the government is able to do that. Like, fuck it, just throw more people at the Census Bureau.
Yeah.
For what? Answer some fucking phone calls. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like the construction
and
workers.
that was the biggest argument because when not Jean Charest, when Philippe Couillard in 2000, in those 4 years that the Liberals were in power from 2014 to 18, there was close to 250,000 jobs created, and most of them were in the private sector, and that's the figure that you need to look at, because a lot of governments are gonna be like, oh yeah, there's a lot of job creation, but a lot of them are in the public sector, and it's like, dude. You're creating jobs that we're paying for. Like, it's coming out of our pocket. Like, it doesn't really make sense. So I don't know, man. You know, we came under a lot of scrutiny for that. I think that that huge reform that happened in the health department probably cost the election in 2018. But at the same time, something needs to happen. Something. I mean, it doesn't make sense that in the provincial budget here in Quebec, we're talking about whatever, it's close to $120 billion, 130, something like that. Over half of that goes to the health department. Half of the fucking money goes to the health department. That's how huge it is.
I have no problem with that if we had great healthcare.
Well, yeah,
There
there
you
you go. There
Bro,
you go.
I can't even fucking for my eye, bro. I have a family doctor. I can't even.
I can't even fucking.
But that's
put my eye.
everyone's family doctor the past 2. Yeah, that didn't make any sense, by the way.
sorry.
But the past 2 years, everyone's had the same problem. There's most of the family doctors in Montreal, at least, just fucked off. Like, I'll take some phone calls. I'll take. You can't
my
see me.
family doctor is retiring this year, and I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
You got to go on a waiting list, right?
I don't know.
But wait,
Anyway.
if you have insurance and you go private, you get someone right away, right?
You could do that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean that's what my wife does. I've done it too sometimes. But you know, not everyone has the means for that, right?
No, I'm just saying. So, like, the infrastructure exists, just monetarily the way it works. How much would a good insurance cost per year, George?
I have no idea.
I would say.
I have no idea. For sure, a couple $100 a month though, guaranteed.
Yeah, I would say like a good 1,500 a year.
1,500 a year, right?
Yeah.
Here's what I find interesting right
I'd rather
now.
not pay taxes.
Because right now, yeah, on your taxes, you have to. If you're in Quebec, you pay about $600 or $800. I think $600 for Medicare.
Yeah.
So if you double that payment, because you have to pay it no matter what, even if you don't make money, they charge you for that. So if you would double that payment, you would have access to way better stuff. There's a gap somewhere that we're not thinking. There's a hole.
I think there's a formula that has to be kind of looked into where the public system would collaborate with the private. There were some efforts done before where the private was subsidized by the government to take care of some operations like hip, knee replacement.
Yeah, I feel like there's something there. I feel like there's something we could work with and put more. Like, you know how, example, we put money into opening up private businesses, to video game studios, shit like that. I feel like if we put some money and let them open up more private clinics that could be used publicly, we could alleviate some of the stress. There's something that could be done. Then again, obviously they're not going to look at this. They have bigger fish to fry, like who's fucking making out with who. But if they were competent, they'd be looking at shit like this.
Yeah. All right, boys, I got to run.
Yeah, you stayed on a lot for us, so thank you, George. Cue the music. Check out George. Got new podcasts every week. Just Us Dads. They just dropped their videos of their weight loss challenge. George, how much weight did you lose?
I'm down 25 pounds.
Is anyone else that you're competing against, your brothers on Just Us Dads, losing any weight?
Oh my, yeah, they're down 40.
Get the fuck out of here. Collectively or each?
No, each.
How did they pull that off?
I don't know. It doesn't show, obviously, because they were big. They were big dudes.
Yeah, but 40 pounds is a lot, dude.
A lot of weight, man. Yeah.
Weren't you the thinnest?
I was the thinnest, and we just extended the challenge all the way until the early July. So there's more weight that's gonna drop, man.
And what are you doing to lose weight?
I'm exercising almost every day. I'm dieting. I mean, it's a whole transformation, man.
Have you tried intermittent fasting?
That's what I've been doing. Yeah, I'm
It
fasting.
helps.
I'm training every day, almost like 5-6 times a week.
Oh, fuck, okay.
Yeah.
So George is gonna be jacked by the summer. If you see him hanging out with me at the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival this summer, you'll know he's Jack George. He's my head of security. Check out George's stuff. Links are in the description. The Backstage Podcast, Just Us Dads, the only podcast by dads for dads, comes out weekly. Check him out, download, share with your friends if you like George and if you like dads. Thank you, G.
Take care, guys.
Ciao, ciao.
So we don't have to stay till noon, Poseidon, but if you want, we could talk a little bit about Elden Ring.
We will, but before we talk about it, I wanted to talk about the elected officials because we were talking about that.
All right, go ahead.
Dude, 105 elected officials in Montreal for a population of 1.8 million.
A little embarrassing.
New York City, population is 8-point-something million. So they have about 6 times our population.
Yeah.
They have half the elected officials.
Yeah. It's
Insane.
a complete waste.
Also, I looked up private insurance, bro. You could get like Manulife or Sun Life for like about $100 a month, and they have good.
So
coverage.
$1,200 a year. Yeah. So the gap isn't that big.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's fuckery afoot.
Honestly, even as I'm paying taxes, I would still get it.
What?
Like, it's worth it, bro.
Private insurance is worth it, but it's just, if you have kids, if you like, everything is counted, especially now the way the economy is.
Yeah.
No one has, some people do, but most people don't have like excess income. Like their excess income is like, okay, maybe I have an extra $30 a month that I could subscribe to like Netflix, shit like that.
Yeah.
But no one has like, I got an extra couple $100 on the side. It's everyone's normally their money's accounted for.
Yeah, and especially most companies that people work for, they have private insurance. They have insurance, which helps.
Yeah.
But for somebody who's self-employed, like, bro, even
Like
if,
me.
yeah, even if you don't have, like, I think it's worth it for $100. Like for one person, bro. Like Manulife has because I'm on a website that rates them.
Yeah.
They have like really good coverage of dental, vision.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to travel, I think they have good insurance. Like, and you get sick, they have.
Yeah, there's. I mean, insurance is useful if it's a good one and they don't try to fuck you. Like, they actually pay out.
Yeah.
But normally, a lot of these companies, bro, they try to scam you as much as they can.
No, I've had Sun Life because I always worked for companies, so
And you use the dental.
I always use dental.
Yeah, dental's a different story. They're gonna try their best to adhere to what it says because that's the first thing people ask each other when they sign up. They go, "How's dental?"
Yeah.
Because else they won't go. But everything else, they try to cheat you out of it.
Yeah. But I'm thinking. I think I might give them a call because I gotta go check out something in here. I have like a cyst in my mouth. Like,
So you have a cyst in your eyeball and in your mouth?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck
Are you
happened.
dying?
I don't know, bro.
What the fuck's happening with you?
I don't know. Apparently, I ate too much salt.
I told you that.
Yeah, so that's why it probably happened.
Yeah.
I probably got a cut.
We could, what's funny is that we could actually find podcasts of you yelling at me, arguing. I'm like, bro, too much sodium. This has sodium. That. You're like, no, I don't need too much salt. And then literally like a month later, you're like, they told me I have too much salt. There's cyst in my mouth and my eyeball. It's you have to be careful. Do too much of it, but salt will fuck you.
Yeah, but I love salt.
You know, too much salt could kill you.
100%.
Crazy, huh?
Well, yeah, because it dehydrates you
Yeah.
completely.
Ah.
But I love salty shit, bro.
Yeah, maybe Olga says because I'm a company, I should start getting group benefits.
Maybe.
Maybe that's in line for next year, yeah?
Maybe.
Oh, no, but the only way it would work as a group is then I would have to hire you like full-time on the payroll.
Yeah, there you go.
That's not going to happen, bro. I'm not going to be responsible for you. And if you do something, I'm responsible. Get the fuck out of here. Bro. I'm not crazy.
What?
You're a hired goon. We'll see. Maybe in the future, yeah, maybe I'll hire as a full-time employee. That'd be funny.
Nah.
And then you'll be at my command.
Hey. You know what? I'd rather be self-employed and buy my own insurance.
You want your insurance payment? Start sucking. So this Elden Ring game.
Yes.
Well, go fuck yourself. You ruined my life, and they won't give me a refund.
Look. I'm gonna explain something to you. The beginning, I would say the first 20 hours are very difficult.
That's a long time, bro.
Yeah. Look, the first 20 hours are very difficult. What you got to do is you got to keep upgrading health. You got to get health to 40. You got to get it to 40. And then you focus on attack power and everything. Because here's the thing. Like, even if you upgrade your dexterity, which is going to increase your attack power with your weapons, like you'll go from killing something from 5 hits down to like 3 hits. So it's only a 2 hits difference. You understand? Which is not big. But if you increase your health to 40, you could go from dying in 3 hits to dying in 10. You understand?
I want magic. I want to use spells, and I want to.
You gotta upgrade intelligence, my friend.
I'm a very smart dude.
Yes, you gotta upgrade intelligence.
Will that be done via IQ test?
No, you gotta upgrade the stat intelligence, and then you gotta upgrade mind because you gotta have mana, right? You gotta.
I don't think. Why is my character? Why is he dressed like a belly dancer?
You chose him. I don't know, bro.
It didn't let me choose his costume. It just gave me that.
Yeah, that's like starting costume, but you can change. I have all kinds of crazy armor.
How come you don't give me some armor?
I can't. You can't. I don't know. It's my armor, bro. I don't have duplicates.
I don't mean the one that you're wearing. You don't have armor you don't use anymore? That's
No,
powerful?
I like all of them. I collect them.
Oh, now you're being a loser, bro. You don't want to share your armor with me, bro?
No, but you're gonna find the same armor.
Man, I share all this with you. You don't even want to share a fucking digital sword with me, bro.
But you're gonna find it throughout the game. You just gotta play.
Bro, what a tightster. Now, you guys are watching this greedy cocksucker. What a cheap kid.
Actually, I might be able to give you a katana. A cool
I
katana.
don't want a katana.
But like you could
I want
kill,
armor.
You could kill motherfuckers fast.
Blades and sorcery on VR if you want to live the sorcery. I don't want to live the sorcery experience, Jess. This is what I want. I want to be able to kill these monsters from a goddamn distance. Because when you get up close and personal, they might get sneaky on you and they hit you. I don't want to get hit. I want from a distance to spell them. And I saw online, basically one of the videos I saw, which is the only reason why I thought of getting the game, is a guy who was Kamehamehaing people. He was from super far, and is this giant blue beam, and he's just killing everyone. I want that power. I want the giant blue beam of death. Give me the giant blue beam of death.
I have it, but I don't have the high intelligence, and I'm upgrading it now. I'm grinding to level up my intelligence.
Also, they did test your IQ.
To get it really high, and I'm gonna be able to use it soon. And it's crazy because you could just spam that, and bro, it just fucking launches, bro, and it fucking
Kills everyone.
Yeah,
I saw giant monsters die.
Yes,
So that's why I was like, I want that.
Yeah, it's
but you're
cool.
telling me I'm nowhere near getting that.
nowhere near. You need to play like 60 hours to get that.
See, that wasn't told to me. That wasn't advertised. That's not how they advertised the game to me.
You just gotta get look, because the whole thing about the game is, and I think they did this on purpose. A lot of the stuff you gotta Google stuff. You gotta have your phone next to you. You gotta search stuff up. You gotta be like, how do I get this? It'll give you advice, kind of like a quest log. You understand? So you gotta use your phone for that. And I think they kind of did this on purpose, so Elden Ring can always be searched on Google.
Yeah, maybe. But I think it was gonna be searched. It's so vast. And you could just do random shit.
Bro. Yeah.
There's no real like one way. Because how come when I called you for help, you said, "Why are you there?" And I was like, "That's the first thing I did," and you're like, "You shouldn't be there."
Yeah, it's a difficult area.
It's the first thing I walked into.
Yeah, well, because you have the stone sword keys, which unlock these areas where basically it's like a gray mist, and you go through, and sometimes there's some really rare weapons.
Yeah.
And shit like that, but you don't need to do them right off the bat. You know, you can collect a ton of swordstone keys, and then you can always drop like
Wait, so right now, don't I have that forever, or did I waste my key?
No, you use that one. It disappears once you.
Oh, I
use it.
thought, what the fuck? I thought like they give it to me at the start of the game. I get to keep it.
No. You use it, it goes away, and
Sounds like bullshit.
you gotta find multiple of those keys.
So I used it
Yes.
to open up an area that I can't even go to.
Well, you could, but you're not strong enough to kill the boss yet.
So I can't go there now.
You could, but you're just gonna keep dying.
Bro, this fucking game. This goddamn game.
It's look, like I said, it's very difficult in the beginning, but once you get the hang of it, once you level up a bit, like I said, actually, if you want to use spells, I would say get your health to at least 30. 30, get it up to 30.
Bro, I'm like at 11, bro. 14.
No,
where
your
am I?
health is 14, yeah. So double up your health. and
Why do you
then-
make it sound so easy? It feels like it's going to take me fucking 9 years to do that.
No. If you kill shit like on the reg, like we should get together and just farm shit. We should go kill a big dragon.
Oh, I'll kill a dragon.
Yeah.
I'll watch you kill a dragon.
Oh, you know what you could do? Fuck, but you need a bleed weapon. You don't have a bleed weapon, bastard.
How do you know what I have?
I know you don't because you just started the game. You have scimitars.
Don't judge me.
Bro, I sound like such a virgin.
Yeah. My guy's a belly dancer, bro. It has 0 range weapons, bro. What a stupid game.
No, it has all kinds of range.
I don't have any range weapons.
Did you see? I flinged rocks.
You really?
You didn't see that? That was rocks.
What is it? The Palestinian? It's a good move. It's a good move. I want to use the Israeli rockets though. I want to upgrade that shit. I don't want to fling rocks.
Yeah, but I have a. But because the thing is, when I come into your world, I can't even use all my spells because I'm underpowered. But in my world, bro, I'm fucking shit up, bro. I'm raping every living thing, bro. I make dragons. I make dragons my bitch, bro. Bro, I walk up to dragons and be like, suck my dick. And they're like, okay. In the game.
Really?
100%.
That's not what I saw yesterday. I just saw you die repeatedly.
Yes, I understand. But that's because the game, what it does, so it's not too easy. It brings me down to a level.
What is Alex saying? 3-way farming stream. What is that? Is it more of a homosexual stuff that he's up online?
More gay stuff coming from Alex.
Bro, Alex, dude, we saw an In Bed with Poseidon yesterday. Like, calm down with this shit, bro. You're overdoing it. You're overdoing it, bro. It's starting to become homophobic. It's almost homophobic, bro. Everything is gay for this kid.
Yo, speaking of gay,
Yeah.
in Park X, so a friend of ours, he was driving around with, coworkers. They were going to a location, and they saw a man getting his asshole blasted on a balcony in an alleyway.
His asshole blasted.
Like, a public gay sex. They were on a balcony, and it was a black man and a white boy, as he said.
It's pretty nice to see these interracial couples.
Yeah. And bro, just on the balcony, bro, in broad daylight, just fucking banging, bro.
Do you have a problem with that?
I have no problem, no.
I have a severe problem with that.
Actually,
in public, bro. There's kids walking around. Some kids may have just gone a beating at the daycare center. The last thing they need to see 2 dudes fucking.
When I have children, I will have a problem with this.
I just sent you in Twitter. I sent you a photo. Yeah. It's an actual photo of Poseidon fighting a man on a horse. And me waving at him.
Oh, I'm even doing like a cool samurai sheet.
Yeah. You can bring it up for the people.
Yeah,
That's why I did it for you. So you can show them your exploits.
Open image in your tab.
Showbiz.
What? Who said showbiz?
I'm waving, you see?
Yeah. Hold on, let me bring it up for the peeps.
You see me waving?
Yeah.
Did you know you could wave in the game?
Yeah, 100%.
Like a wave.
I heard you wave. Actually, you distracted me while I was fighting. I hear, hey!
Yeah, that was me.
Motherfucker, who said
that? Was me. That was me. I was like, hey, what are you guys fighting over there for, huh?
Yeah. So this is me. I'm doing like a cool, like my weapon is sheath, and I'm about to do like a crazy magic move. This motherfucker doesn't even know it, but he's about to be my bitch.
Furled finger Poseidon.
Yeah. Furled finger is like when you summon someone, like it, because there's different names for. So a furled finger is a friendly. And then there's different fingers for like, this is an enemy, you got invaded.
Yeah.
Then there's
some lady invaded me yesterday.
Yeah, and
fucking bitch. She got lucky. She shot me in the head or some shit with an arrow. I was like,
yeah, what a lot of people do is in the starting area, they have a lot of crazy gear, and what they do is they invade people at the starting area just to get. They either need rune arcs to use for their. Is there
something in this area that I need to know about that I should be picking up?
Nah, we did. I got you that cool weapon.
Yeah, that I can't use.
Yeah, well, you're going to be able to use it soon. You just got to add 2 dexterity. So we got that weapon. Next, I'm going to help you kill a dragon in this area. It's going to give you a lot of souls.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a little hack, but you need a bleed weapon. Okay?
What's the hack?
So we're going to do a little hack where you find it. It's not a hack. It's kind of like a cheese. They call it a cheese, basically. You cheese the game a little bit. We're going to go all the way in Kaled. You're going to go north of Kaled, and you're going to fucking ride, bro. You're not going to stop at all because you're going to get murdered. You're going to get slaughtered in that place in like one hit.
Called Kaled?
Kaled, yeah. So you're going to go north. You're going to go...
DJ Kaled! I saw you another photo. This is what I did when you were taking too long.
Hold on, let me go see.
This is how I play the game. See what I did there?
Oh, you sat down?
Yeah. Let my guy rest a bit. You were taking too long in the distance. So I just chilled.
Yeah.
Did you know you could do that?
100%, yeah.
I don't believe you.
You even get more emotes. You could do like stuff. You can even lean on a wall like an asshole.
Oh, I like my thing. I should scroll down. Look at me chilling.
Oh yeah.
That's just me hanging out waiting while the tree sentinel, that's the guy's name,
Yeah.
you were killing him.
Yeah. So you were chilling. What was I saying? Yeah. So we're gonna cheese a dragon. Okay. Well, you're gonna cheese the dragon. You gotta go north of Caled and you gotta ride all the way. There's an old decaying dragon. Okay.
An old dicking dragon.
Decaying, like he's decaying because there's rot in the game.
Okay, it would have been cool if he was the old dicking dragon. He's just there sexually harassing the other dragons.
He's just raping.
I'm gonna dick you down. Like, Jesus, bro. Me too.
So what you do is he's decaying and he can't fight back. So what you do, but he's he's like a giant dragon. What you do is you go under his wing, right? And you grab a bleed weapon and he has crazy health and you keep attacking. But because of bleed damage, he gets huge chunks of his life just fucking depletes, right? So you do that, it lasts like 10 minutes. You do it.
Long time.
Bro. And then, but the thing is, he calls other dragons to help him, right? He roars.
There's a gang of dragons.
Yes. But
Are they called a gaggle of dragons?
no, but because you're under his wing, they cannot reach you, right? So you just keep attacking, nothing can hit you, nothing can kill you. And bah, 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 bah. You get like fucking 75,000 runes, and use that you can level up like crazy.
So if I kill him, they all die?
No, he dies, but what you gotta do is you gotta run fast to like a safe point where you sit down and relax. You gotta get the fuck out of there because there's gonna be dragons around. You go, you sit, you level up like crazy.
Here's my question. So if I'm fighting, let's say a boss, like let's say I'm fighting that horse guy,
Yeah.
and I run into the church, am I safe in there?
No. No.
So this guy's not a religious man.
No. He's
Interesting.
not a man of God. Yeah.
So there's no safety.
No.
See, I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah.
So there's nowhere.
Yeah, and actually, he can actually destroy the church a little bit. Like the debris starts falling off and shit.
Right. That's none of that is nice. So what do I do? I'm never safe.
No, in the game, you're never safe. You're only safe when you sit down.
Let me tell you what else bothers me. You can't pause.
That always bothered me, but
I found a way to pause though.
how?
You don't know the way to pause?
No.
There's a way to pause.
Oh.
Fucking Poseidon, bro. Why do I have to outsmart you every time?
You
If
go
you
to system settings.
you go into the you go into your menu, you press the start,
Yeah.
and then you go to your items,
Yeah.
and then you like pick an item,
Uh-huh.
and then you click on more to explain, and then when the explanation thing comes up, the game pauses.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
How do you know?
I tested it.
Ah, that's clever.
Yeah, I used to test video games for a living.
It shows. It shows, actually. Oh, fuck, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Well, because I never clicked on explain more.
Yeah, I did it just to see, so then you can see the thing
that's
stops
so
moving.
cool.
Yeah.
Ah. Oh, that's useful if, like, you ordered pizza.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I did yesterday when I was waiting for you. So, because I was scared of the ghosts because they were following me. Remember when I was waiting for you in the downstairs area?
Yeah.
That's what I did. But then I had to leave because we couldn't meet down there. I had to leave. But that's why I left it until you started your console and shit.
Oh.
And I went to eat and I didn't get killed. No one came up to me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm smarter than the average bear.
yeah, that's a clever trick.
Yeah.
But I never clicked on explain.
Imagine it doesn't work. I just got lucky, and then he goes and gets killed. Nah, it worked. Like as far as I could see, the background had stopped moving.
God damn, man.
Yeah.
But dude, like, it gets crazy. Like, I'm level 158. For one level, guess how much it cost me? 170,000 runes.
Bro, that's a lot of money.
Bro, guess how much it costs you? Like fucking 800.
Yeah, I don't have 800. It's easier said than done. Because yesterday we spent all that time and I kept dying, so they took all my shit.
Yeah, no, but you got 3 levels.
I didn't level up at all.
Yeah, you did. You added vigor, 14. It was 11. You added you brought it up.
Well, that's the one time I did it.
Yes. Well, yeah, you gotta farm. It's
Now, are people gonna come back? So all the people that we killed, those soldiers in that area.
yes, they all come back. So you can sit. What you can do is you can sit there, kill all of them.
I could kill all of them, bro. I took a lot of them myself.
But what you can do, and then as soon as you cross the gate, there's more soldiers there, and there's a giant troll that falls. So what you can do,
I see him waiting for me. I could see him from outside. By the
Yes.
way, I want to ask you a question about that troll.
I can bamboozle
Is he a
them.
friendly troll?
No, he is not. He is a bad troll. mean
Can we
troll.
negotiate with the trolls?
Absolutely not. He doesn't.
So
have
who
a
can I
stomach.
negotiate with in this fucking game?
Uh,
The witch was down to negotiate.
nobody. Almost really. Almost nobody. Even people you can negotiate with end up fighting you.
What's up with these fucking people? Like, I don't understand.
Very
Unreasonable people. And another thing, people invading my game. What's up with that? We got to talk about that.
Yeah.
I should be allowed to not allow them in my world.
As soon as you use that bell,
Bro, yesterday I was chilling, right? This is what happened. Yesterday I was chilling. It was that moment there when you had died. I was just chilling. I was minding my business. And then it's like, Melina has entered your world. Like, who is this whore?
Yeah.
Who is this? And then she came, ha ha, and she started trying to kill me. I was like, this fucking bitch, what do you do? Get a life.
Look, as soon as you ring that bell,
Yeah?
you enter PvP mode. So you can you're open to invasions. But I love it when people invade me. I sit there and I go, oh yeah, you want to fight, bitch? But I have crazy weapons.
We killed a guy yesterday too.
Yeah.
The first guy
Yeah,
who
I
invaded
fucked him
us.
up. I fucked
It
him
was
up.
the first guy that invaded us.
Yeah. But that's because I have a move. I have a sword that it's very difficult to dodge even, right? I have a move and it has crazy range. It's a river of blood or some shit. It's a katana.
Oh.
And basically I do like crazy slashes in the air and it throws blood at people and it slashes people with blood very far. Very difficult to dodge that move. So even when I get invaded, I sit there and I laugh.
And now this is the hit game that everyone's playing.
Absolutely, yes.
That's why it was in all these videos that I saw tempting me to purchase it.
Yes.
And so a lot of people are beating this game.
Yes.
So it's beatable.
I would say, here's the thing. In the beginning, it's very difficult. It's like every other Souls game. But once you have the movement down packed.
I would like to say it. I was one of the original cool kids. I beat the original Demon Souls
Yeah.
back in the day on the PlayStation 3.
Yeah, I remember I had it too. I beat it.
There's a chance I would have committed a murder in that game. Like in real life, I would have committed a murder because of that game if I hadn't beaten it. So
Really?
frustrating. Because you know how it used to be the Souls games? Every time you die, the
I
game
know, I
would get
played all of
harder.
them. Wait, what?
You remember the first Demon Souls? Did you know this about the
Well,
game?
I had to restart a lot of character.
Every time you die, so if you were one of those idiots that would go willy-nilly and you just keep dying,
Nah.
then it would be nearly impossible. And so you'd make it to a point where you get fucked. You have to restart the whole game and then pace yourself.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. But I had to restart a crazy high-level character that I had once because I accidentally hit an NPC.
And he was dead.
No, he started attacking me. But I wanted. He was my storage guy. Remember, there was a storage guy. You could store stuff
Yeah.
in Demon Souls.
He refused to store stuff.
He would refuse to store stuff.
Well, because you attacked him.
Well, because I pressed R1 by mistake.
Yeah.
And bro, I was so angry. I had like a high-level character.
Yeah, they take everything personal, these NPCs.
Yeah, bro. It was just one hit, bro. Like, calm down. You know.
That's how it is now. They all take everything personal, the NPCs in real life, too.
That's
Just
true.
how they are. You ever seen Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah. So stupid.
But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, bro. Honestly, I would say like I would give it a 10 out of 10.
I don't know if it's a 10 out of 10.
It's a 10 out of 10, bro. The way they've built it, the world, you're gonna see where. At first,
I will say one thing. You're more nimble in this game than you were in Demon Souls. Demon Souls felt clunky.
But that was the whole point of Demon Souls.
Yeah.
Demon Souls was very clunky.
You're a bit more nimble in this
Yes.
one.
Yeah, 100%. You can become very nimble.
I would like to fly, though. You can't fly.
You cannot fly, unfortunately.
That's not a good thing.
Well, because then the game would be too easy. You would just fly away from every battle.
I would like to fly away from every battle. For now.
Yeah, and then you would swoop down and attack.
That's what I would like to do. I would like to swoop in. I want to be the eagle. I met some eagles.
Yes, you can kill them for feathers.
I did not kill them because they were majestic and they were friendly.
They are. But you can kill them for feathers and make arrows.
I can't do that to them. They're friendly.
Why not? More of them spawn.
Yeah, but I'm going to feel guilty for killing the fucking eagle that did nothing to me. Now,
You say
if
this.
it
you
would say
this,
racist shit or if it would look at me crooked, I'm open to killing it.
You say this, but the thing is, you haven't gotten to an area of the game where you get attacked by falcons and giant
A
eagles.
falcon is not an eagle.
And giant eagles. Well, it's in they're cousins.
I'll fuck his cousins up. Any bird that attacks me is getting its fucking
So
wings
here's the
lopped
thing.
off.
They're so fucking annoying when you start the game that, trust me, once they kill you once, every eagle you shoot, I'm like, motherfucker.
Really?
Yeah.
They swoop down.
Yeah, they swoop down and
A lot of swooping.
And the first time you meet them, they throw barrels that explode at you. So they throw that, so you have to dodge that. Bro, trust me, you haven't seen anything in the game yet. They throw barrels that explode at you, and then on top of it, they have their legs are swords.
What?
Their legs are swords.
Well, fuck this game.
And they're fucking annoying because they're in the sky and you have to fucking hit them.
That's why you need magic.
Yes.
Can I have a force field?
Yes. Yeah, you can even have like you could do crazy spells.
If I have a force field and then you run into me, do you get electrocuted?
No. I don't think the game has that. But you can have a force field that reduces damage.
I don't want to reduce. I want to stop all damage. I want it to be
No,
a force field around me, and I walk and I'm fielded. So if people shoot stuff at me, it just falls down.
Well, you can do that with a shield.
No, then I have to hold up a shield like a pussy. No, I don't want a shield, bro. What if you hit me from the back? That's why you need a force field.
Yeah, I don't think they have that.
You sure?
100%.
You ever look into force fields? They have dragons. There's no force field.
They have these protective stuff that you wear that negates some damage.
Oh, we can't use that word around here.
What?
They eliminate some damage. They reduce damage.
Yeah, but it doesn't last that long. Like I had a potion. I would drink it, and then the next hit, somebody would hit me. It wouldn't do any damage. So you could, but usually it lasts for like 1-2 hits max, maybe, or reduces. I have another drink. I drink it. My whole skin turns into steel. So even when people attack me, it's like I'm immovable. So they attack me, but I can keep attacking.
And you don't lose health?
I lose, you lose very little. And the whole point of that drink is that your poise is insane. So poise in the game is like if it's 100, basically you can block, and you won't they won't stun you, or you won't. You know what I mean?
What if you're not blocking and you drank that drink? Are you gonna still be sturdy?
Yes, they won't stun you. Or
It's like you're blocking.
No. Almost, yeah, but you're still losing a little bit of health. But the whole point of that drink is for melee fighters. They get close to you, okay, and they keep attacking you. You're barely losing any health, and they won't fucking knock you on the ground, and you can keep attacking. Basically, you can take like insane. You become a tank. Basically, you can take insane damage and just keep attacking them until they die.
I like what you're selling me here, kid. I like the tank.
There's a lot of combinations, bro. And the game is well thought out, bro. The Japanese know what they're doing.
I believe Koreans made it, but
Oh, really?
I mean,
Well,
I figured they would
From Software
realize.
is a Japanese company, no?
I don't know. Check it out.
Yeah.
Let's see. Either I'm wrong or you're racist, or both can be possible. Yeah.
Yeah, From Software is a Japanese.
You're not racist today, sir.
See,
Oh, really? It is Japanese,
Yeah,
huh?
it's Japanese. Yeah, so they've done a really good job. And there's multiple endings to the game, bro. It's basically okay. Take The Witcher 3.
I love The Witcher 3.
Okay, now add steroids.
It's just very difficult, bro.
Yeah, add steroids, a little bit. Add steroids, crack, and a little bit of heroin, and sprinkle some LSD too.
Yeah, no, you're trying to say stuff, but you're not saying anything. It's just, it's very difficult is the thing. It's unforgiving. That's what I don't like.
In the beginning.
These fucking chariots that kill you one shot, that their pattern changes. Like, keep the same pattern.
Yeah. There's another dungeon in the game where you can destroy the chariots and you get crazy armor. You get the armor that I'm wearing on my head.
I want to destroy the chariot.
Yeah, but that's way later on in the game.
I will destroy it on principle.
You got to play like 60 hours.
All right, don't say that. You're deterring me from playing.
Well, I've played 110 hours. That's like 4 days total.
I have Skyrim on the PS5.
Yes,
It was like $9.
Yeah, I got it too for like $8.
Yeah,
Something like that.
I played a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, just for nostalgia
Yeah,
purposes.
it brings back memories.
Yeah.
I think it has one of the best opening scenes.
Oh, where you're captive and there's the dragon that comes.
Yeah. I think it's one
Especially
of
if you have the Macho Man mod. Oh yeah! You never seen that?
No, I've never seen
I'll
it.
bring that up and then we'll go.
Bro.
Bring up Skyrim Macho Man Dragon. Oh, it's you never seen this,
No.
bro? It's the greatest thing ever. They say they modded the dragons in Skyrim to be just Macho Man with hats and everything, and they do the Macho Man voice.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's the greatest thing ever. Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. Hold on.
The Macho Man. Macho Man had a good voice, huh? You listen here, Hogan. Yeah, the old wrestlers, they were so gimmicky.
Yeah.
They had the best voices. Macho Man Randy Savage. There we go. Make it big. Put the volume up, baby. The Macho. Start it over. Start over. Listen to why it's funny. Listen. What was that?
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the 8 divines upon
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over.
Learn our
As you wish.
Oh, this guy gets his head lopped off.
Come on! I haven't got all morning.
I played this last week. That's how I remember.
My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperial.
I was like, oh, maybe someone's gonna save him. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this guy's gonna get saved. Oh shit. Okay. Wow. And it's like, you're next. I was like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, the guy runs off. Hold on.
This was a good game.
I was well, this came out in 2011.
Yeah.
This was phenomenal.
Fucking 11 years ago.
I put hundreds of hours in this game, by the way. Huh? I had it on.
I think maybe I played 80, 60 total. Did you hear that?
I said next prisoner.
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
Nice and easy. I hate that they didn't move his body. It bothers me.
Yeah, me too. Little things like that bug me. They don't care.
It's like, bro, at least give me the courtesy, bro.
I've been to the top of the mountain. What in oblivion is that?
Sentries. What do you
He has
see?
a hat on too. Look.
It's in the clouds.
His glasses.
Yeah!
Yeah! Hear me yelling.
This way!
The madness, yeah!
This is so funny.
Slip into a Slim Jim, he's yelling.
What is that thing?
What is that thing?
Legends be true.
Legends don't burn down villages.
Because I'm wild, yeah!
Cause I'm wild, yeah!
So funny.
Look at it. Yeah!
Oh no, bro.
It's too... Oh, yeah! It's the greatest.
It's amazing. Yeah.
He just keeps yelling, bro. It's the funniest thing.
You need to get over here. Now!
Look. He's the hat on.
You're doing great. Yeah! Still alive, prisoner? Keep close to me.
Look. He doesn't have wings. He has arms.
Yeah. I just noticed.
Find General Tullius and join
Slap into a Slim Jim.
God's guide you, Headball.
Oh, that's so funny.
Cause I'm wild, yeah!
Stay close to the wall!
Look, bro! Look at his shorts! He's wearing shorts, bro!
Quickly, follow me!
He has boots on!
It's you and me, prisoner. Stay close.
Yeah! This is the funniest thing, bro. Oh, they did such a... Look at him, bro. It's hilarious that they got rid of his wings. They gave him arms. Yeah. We're escaping.
Bro, that is so funny.
Yeah, bro. Modders are awesome.
Oh my god.
Ooh, yeah!
Oh my god, that's amazing.
It's the most modded game ever.
Yeah.
It's so much fun to mod that game. Yeah, they did.
Oh, bro. There was mods where the graphics would become insane.
Yeah. So now the graphics on PS, whatever. Right? But Elden Ring, fucking, it is a good-looking game. I'll give him that on the PS5. It looks good. It's just super difficult. All right, Poseidon, cue the music.
Yeah.
If you want to waste your time and play video games, you can play Elden Ring or just watch Poseidon play it on Twitch. I think next time I invite him in my game, I might Twitch so people can see me and Poseidon in action on whatever that world is called, Lugaduft or whatever. Patreon.com/Pantelis. If you like all the nonsense we're up to, support us by going to Patreon. Patreon.com/Pantelis. Get yourself exclusive content. Get stuff first and get specific shows live only on Patreon.com. We're also going to be bringing back movie nights soon. They might be on Thursdays instead of Fridays this time because we're so busy on our Fridays. But you're still going to get them back. And the only way to watch movies with us is you need to be on the Discord, which is free. But you need to be a Patreon member to access the movie channels. So Pretty simple over there. The Poseidon69 is Poseidon's handle online. That's Instagram and Twitter. The Poseidon69. Links are in the description. PantelisComedy.com for all of my stuff. Phil Balabanos isn't here today, but if you like him, balabanos.com. Check out all his stuff. You can hire him to make a commercial for you, or you can just watch his podcast, Fill My Hole. It's gayer than it sounds. Fill My Hole comes out whenever he remembers to pull out. Check out balabanos.com. Check out panteliscomedy.com. Don't forget our boy George bringing us the news, Jiggity Jiggity Chandrizos. His links are also in the description. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And at 1 p.m. today, in about an hour, premiering on this channel, the latest episode of In Bed with Poseidon. Check that out. Thank you guys, and go fickety fuck yourselves.
Yeah.